All right, hi Math 7. Today's lesson is 3-2. You should have already received this handout. Miss Anna handed this out to you last class, so go ahead and pull that out and glue this into your notebook and then start taking notes on this, okay? So if you misplaced it, you can go ahead and download another one from Google Classroom. So this lesson, we're going to be looking at how to connect proportions to a percent. So that is the title for this lesson. So we're going to be able to write a proportion to model percent situations, and we're going to use percent proportions to find an unknown part, a whole, or a percent. So that's one of those three parts that we don't know, one of the three missing numbers that we won't know. So remember, the percent proportion is the part over the whole equals the percent out of 100. And you should already have this in your notes on the title page, but you can add that in here as well. And we've also looked at how this is over of equals percent out of 100. These are the same thing, okay? So you might see it using the words is and of if you can't think of in the situation what the part and the whole are. Okay, so here's a nice visual representation how the whole is always 100% and the part is the percent that we don't know, okay? So that is going to be part of this whole. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at example 1. So in example 1, the basketball team statistician tracked the shots Emily made and the shots she missed during the last game. What percent of attempted shots did she make? So we are trying to find what the percent is. We don't know what this percent is. So that's the unknown value. So we don't know what the percent is. So the percent out of 100 equals, and we need to figure out what the part and the whole are. So if we look at how many shots did she make? She made a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These light blue dots here tell us that she made 9 shots. So she made 9 shots. How many shots did she miss? She missed a total of 1, 2, 3. So she missed 3 shots. Now, we need to think about what is the part and the whole. It's asking us what's the percent of attempted shots? Well, how many attempted shots did she take? Meaning, how many times did she try to score? That includes the shots and the 3 shots that she attempted that she missed. So she attempted a total of 12 shots. This is our whole. How many shots did she make? Because that's what we're looking at. How many did she make? That is 9. So our part is 9. So now we can figure out 9 out of 12 is what percent? So we can go ahead and simplify. 9 out of 12 gives us 0.75 equals the percent out of 100. We multiply this side by 100. We'll multiply the left side by 100. 100 divided by 100 is 1. So we have the percent is equal to 100 times 0.75. We are just going to move this decimal place over, so it is 75. So it is a total of 75%. That is how many she made. Okay? So we're just needing to think about what the part is, what the whole is. So in this question here, go ahead and pause the video and then do the try it. Camila made 2 of her 5 shots attempted. Is the percent of the shots she made more than, less than, or the same as Emily's percent of shots? So we're comparing this to example 2. So we first need to think about how many shots did she make? She made a total of 2, so that is our part. How many attempted shots did she take? She took a total of 5 shots, okay? And P is out of 100. So when we go ahead and simplify, 2 out of 5 is 0.4. Remember, that is 2 divided by 5 using our ice cream method. And P is out of 100. So we multiply both sides by 100. So P is 40. So it is a total of 40%. So Camila made 40% of her shots. Camila's percent of the shots made is less than Emily's, right? Because Emily had a total of 75%. Camila only made 40%. So she made less shots, percentage-wise. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and use percents to find the part. So a plan to expand Megan's room will make the length of the room 175% of the current length. What will the new length of her room be? Okay, so what will the new length of her room? What will be the new length of her room, excuse me. So we can say that she is wanting to expand it 175%. Okay, so that is 175% that she is wanting to expand it. Her room starts off at 100%. So we can see that her room is going to be bigger. What length does her room start off at? So if you look over here, we can see that the length here is 4 meters. It's kind of hard to see, but that is 4 meters. Oops. So 4 is our whole. We're starting off at 4, and we don't know what the part is going to be, but we know it's going to be 175% of that. So we can set this up as 175 out of 100. This is the gimme, right? It tells us the percent is always out of 100. The part is 4, the whole is 4, and we're trying to find the part. And we can see that 4 meters represents 100%. X meters, or the part meters, is 175%. So when we solve for this, we have part over 4 equals 1.75. Multiply both sides times 4. 4 divided by 4 gives us the part is equal to 7 meters. Okay, so that length is 7 meters. So this is 7 meters. Notice when our percent is larger than 100%, then our part is going to be bigger than the whole. Okay? All right, let's use proportions to find the whole. So this says to find the whole. That was cut off there. So the nutrition label shows the percents of the recommended daily intake for nutrients found in a serving of soy milk. How many milligrams of calcium should you consume each day? So this is telling us that we should consume, if we consume 20% of the 100%, that's a total of 260 milligrams. So when we set this up, 20 is out of 100. We need to identify what our part is and what the whole is. So we can see that 20% goes with 260. So 20% is our part. So our part is 260. So we need to find out what the whole is. So 260 over W equals 0.2. Okay? Now to find out what our whole is, there's 2 steps that we need to follow. We multiply this side by times W. W over W is 1. So we have 260 equals 0.2 W. and then we divide both sides by 0.2. So W equals 260 over 0.2. So W is equal to, I believe, I haven't calculated this one out, sorry. Use your calculator. 260 divided by 0.2, 1,300 milligrams, okay? Here's the part to remember. When you're finding the whole, you divide. When you're finding the part, we're multiplying. When you divide by the whole, you divide. When you're multiplying, or excuse me, when you're finding the part, you multiply. Maybe write that down. I'll say it one more time. When you divide, when you're finding the whole, you divide. When you are finding the part, you multiply. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and have you do the try it, and then go ahead and calculate the percentages here. So remember, for these questions here, you just need to remember is over of equals the percent out of 100. Okay? So you can go ahead and work on those, and then I'll just pause the video, and then you can check your answers. So for A, Megan's room is expanded, so the width is 150%. So it would be 3 out of the part equals 150 out of 100. Don't just copy this down. Really try to think how you would do this, okay? So the part is equal to 4.5 meters. That's the width. Okay? And for B, for iron, we're looking at iron, so we have to look back at this question here. Iron, 45% is 8 milligrams. 45% is 8 milligrams. So 8 out of W equals. And we have to round. We'll round to the nearest milligram. So that's a total of 18 milligrams. Okay? And then remember, is over of, so we're finding x over 210 equals 52 out of 100. So x is equal to 109.2. Another way we can think of this is we just take 0.35 times 500. You are just taking the percent as a decimal times this number. Try these out on your own. Don't just copy this down. I'm going to go ahead and just write the answers here so then you can check, okay? And then after you've checked it, write down any questions that you may have and bring those to class on Monday, okay? Keep up the great work. I hope this is helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you all. All right, bye.